Some of you guys might remember this from a couple of videos ago. I showed this. I'll put it up on the screen so you can see it better, but this is what I call the motorcycle Rorschach test. And I've been carrying this around with me for about a year, and I just tell people to take a look at it and tell me which motorcycle moves them, which one evokes a response from them, which one do they like, which one would they buy if they were going to buy a motorcycle. And it's been interesting to hear what people have to say. And as I've been showing this to people and thinking about this, really a thought crossed my mind, which is, what is the best motorcycle? What's the best one, right? I mean, one might excite you, one might be your ideal, one might be perfect for what you do. What is the best motorcycle? And I think a lot of people think that, right? They're kind of wondering. Maybe if you're out there and you never had a motorcycle before and you're thinking about getting a motorcycle, you're like, which one is the best one for me to buy? And you might be paralyzed for years trying to do all your research and figure it out. So I got to thinking about that, and I thought of some people that are, I guess I would say, prominent in the motorcycling community. And I think this concept really hit me when I was thinking about Spurgeon Dunbar. Spurgeon Dunbar works for Revzilla. He was one of the original guys there. He does a lot of things there, but one of the things he does, he's on a lot of these videos. And Spurge wrote a article several years ago about his Triumph Bonneville. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was his first motorcycle. It might not have been his first motorcycle, but he bought a Bonneville, and he lived near Philadelphia. He rode up one weekend up to, I think, Maine to see some friends for the weekend, all in one day up, all in one day back. He ended up riding that motorcycle across the country to California. When he got to California, he met up with some guys who would go riding on Saturday nights up in the canyons, and so he rode the bike up in the canyons. And so, you know, if you think about those different things, you know, the trip from Philly to Maine probably would have been great on a Honda Goldwing. If you think about the trip across country, same thing. If you think about the Saturday nights in the canyons, maybe it would have been better for him to have a sport bike, right? I think of a YouTuber named Ed March. If you've ever heard of Ed March, his YouTube channel is C90 Adventures. And Ed, crazy guy, so fun. But Ed took a Honda C90 and he rode from Alaska all the way to Argentina on a C90. Is that the best bike for that? No. Although, I think Ed would argue it was the best bike. I think about Amanda Zitto, As the Magpie Flies. I talk about her on this channel. I love her channel. I love her videos. And her first bike, if you want to go to her channel and go to the playlist for The Pilgrimage, she started out on a Honda Shadow, and then she changed to, I think it was a Suzuki GS 850. But she's going on dirt roads and, you know, all around Montana on like a 91 GS 850. So I think what you hear me saying is a lot of people do a lot of things on a lot of bikes that aren't suited for the thing they're doing. And I guess that brings me to my conclusion, which is, I think the best bike is the bike that you have, the bike that you own. That's the best bike. Because you can get out and do all kinds of things on any kind of motorcycle. You don't have to have a specialty bike for every activity that you do. You don't. I think what's most important is you go out and buy a motorcycle and do the things that you want to do. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't think about it, but what I am saying is don't let your bike hold you back. Go out and do the things that you want to do.